warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. You might wondering who is this person that suddenly talk to the camera like it's her long lost best friend. Then let me introduce myself. My name is Farah Shafana Alsar. Everyone call me Farah, and I'm just your random 10th grade high schooler from SMAN 114 Jakarta Utara. When someone asks me what I do my free time, me, as a person that 85% of her week is filled with a loop of school, tutoring class, sleep, I say that what I do in my free time, besides sleeping, taking my choices in my life, and eating, is reading. But reading can be mean of anything, right? Then I will specify what I read. Basically, I read novels and comics, but I like reading comics more. I have been reading comics since I was just a little kid in elementary school. So you can say that I read tons of comics, whether it's in digital form or not. Throughout my journey of exploring a bunch of different genre and types of comics, there's so many good comics that left impression in me, and I proudly recommend it to people. But today, I will talk about one of the unique comics that I found, which is Y comic book series. First of all, I want to talk about what the definition of the comic itself. According to Wikipedia, comics are a medium used to express ideas with images, often combined with text or other visual information. It typically takes the form of a sequence of panels of images. Textual devices such as speech balloons, captions, and onomatopoeia can indicate a dialogue. Cartooning and other forms of illustrations are the most means of image making in comics. Common forms include comic strips, editorial and GAG cartoons, and comic books. Since the late 20th century, bound volumes such as graphic novels and comic albums have become increasingly common, along with web comics. Okay, after I explained to you all what the definition of comic, next I will talk about what is Y comic book series before reviewing the comics. The Y series is a world-renowned educational comic book series designed to make complex science and general knowledge fun for children. Through colorful illustration and humorous characters, originally from South Korea, the series has been translated into dozens of languages, including an Indonesian version published by Alex Media Comput Indo. In Indonesia, a single volume typically costs between 75,000 rupiah and 115,000 rupiah, depending on the specific title and whether you buy it at a major bookstore like Gramedia or a discounted online shop. It is highly regarded for breaking down difficult subjects like the human body, the universe, and the history into easy-to-digest visual stories. Right. So, the Y comic book series globally has over 200 books, but in Indonesia, there's around 180 books. There's no way that I will review them all because it will take forever to cover it all, and obviously I don't have all of it. So in this video, I will review one book from the series, and it's Y the Sea. Let's get into it. The book Y the Sea is written by Yarim Dang and published in Indonesia by Alex Media Comput Indo. It was released in Indonesia on 2009, has around 160 pages and measures approximately 18 times 24 centimeters. The book is printed in full color on HVS paper and uses a paperback format, making it lightweight and easy for students to read. As for today, Y the Sea has old version and new version that released on 2020. But in this video, I'm reviewing the old version one. I will reviewing the covers of the book. So the most noticeable one you can see here is the giant, the word Y. And below it, there's the title, The Sea. And below it again, you can see the characters that will show up in the comic and the dialogues they say. And above that, there's images relating to the sea. And when you open the book, the first thing you see is this, Y, the sea. And then when you see to the left, you can see the little flap And there is a really cute and cool drawing, another character in the comic, and the dialogue. And when you open it again, you can see the stuff that making this book and this. And when you open again, there is table of contents, the things that they will explain in the comic book, which is they will explain like a lot relating to the sea. And the next thing you see is the character that will show up in the comic, which is Naga Air, Omji, and Komji, and Paman Paluk. And after that, you open again and you see the first page of the comic. Okay, this is the front page, and when you see the back page, you can see another cool drawing also. The sea is really cool and vibrant. And there's, yeah. And when you open, it's almost the same like the front page. There's a little flap. But this time is a small strip comic. It's really cute, and I like how they draw this fish. It's really detailed, but cartoony at the same time. And you can see more of their works, which the universe and the human body. The premise of Why the Sea is about a group of characters that are Naga Air, Omji, Komji, and Paman Palung who go on an adventure to explore the ocean and learn how it works. Through their journey, they discover things like marine life, ocean layers, underwater ecosystem, and real natural phenomena such as waves and currents. The story mixes fiction with real science explanation, so readers can understand how the sea works in a fun and easy way. There are many things I appreciate about this book, and they are what make me see it as truly unique. First, the way it combines fiction and non-fiction in a single comic is done so smoothly that I almost forgot I was reading an educational book. Instead of feeling like a typical textbook, the story made me feel as if I was the part of the character's journey exploring the sea. Because of that, learning about the sea became fun and engaging, and by the end of the book, I found myself appreciating the sea much more than before. Secondly, the book is filled with a wide range of knowledge without ever feeling overwhelming. It explains many aspects of the ocean in a clear and simple way, making it easy to understand. I especially enjoyed the parts where different kinds of marine life such as fish, whales, and other sea creatures are introduced. They all look so unique, and it made me realize that the world is full of diverse living things beyond just animals we usually see, like cats and dogs. After reading this book, I genuinely feel like I've learned a lot and become more knowledgeable. Lastly, the art style of the book is another highlight. It is simple but very effective, with pages filled with colorful and vibrant illustrations that bring the story to life. Every time I open the book, I'm amazed by how visually appealing it is. The artwork not only makes the reading experience more enjoyable, but also helps me better understand the information being explained. There are few moments where I found some of the words unfamiliar, which made parts of the explanation a bit confusing. Because of that, I sometimes had to reread the same sentences several times while looking at the illustration to fully understand the meaning. This might be because the book is an older version, so I hope that in newer edition, the explanation can be made simpler and easier to follow. Aside from this minor issue, I don't have any other complaints about the book. In conclusion, Why the Sea is a highly enjoyable and informative book that successfully combines storytelling with education. It offers a unique reading experience by making complex topics about the ocean easy to understand and fun to explore. Despite a few parts that can be slightly confusing due to unfamiliar terms, the book still delivers its content in an engaging and visually appealing way. Overall, This book is really good for kids that might be curious about the sea. This book is also perfect for people, whether it's a child, teenagers, or even adults that wants to read comics, but in the same time learning about something new. And this is the end of the review. Thank you so much for watching my video until very end, and I'm really sorry if there's any mistake I make during the video. Thank you and see you again. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Bye!